You'll be frustrated if you only desire leadership without understanding the cup that make for a leader. There is a drink offering you must partake of. There is a pain. Everything rise and fall upon the leader. Everything. If something go wrong now in Shekinah, it's me they will call first. I was shouting at the head of transport while I just came in. I realized some things were not done well. I said, these people, we are accountable for them. If we are not accountable for them, I don't want to say I don't care. I get my point now. But we will not be bothered. Because so long as you are here, you are under our care and our responsibility. If anything go wrong here, we are going to be held accountable. You can be going home. If anything happen to you, so long as you say you are coming from Shekinah, they will look for us. But when you go back home from tomorrow, anything happen to you, you are on your own. The burden of leadership is a crown that has thorns upon it. As we are done with this service now, I will begin evaluating from the head of department. They know. When you see me here, I'm writing some things I'm seeing that is wrong. It's not as if I'm in the spirit sometimes. I'm writing them. When you want people to improve, you must understand as a leader, you must stretch yourself. It's not just about having the position. You must be willing to be rebuked, to be corrected, to be instructed. And if you are not willing to obey, why be a leader? The glory will come after you have been obedient, after you are well in following. And let me tell you, if it is greatness you desire, you must open your heart for every kind of thing you call shit and shite. I don't take shit. Okay, you will take dry one and wet one and raw one. The smelly one and the one that has lasted for long. Leadership will test everything about your character. Everything. Everything. Forget about the snare. There is a glory afterward. That's the beauty of it. But let me tell you the truth. Leadership brings influence. Leadership brings visibility. Leadership brings recognition. But it comes with a snare. It comes with a burden. It comes with a pain. The Bible speaking in the book of Proverbs 16:17. So when a man's way please the Lord, he make even his enemies to be at peace with him. When your ways please the Lord, as a leader, even those you are leading will be at peace with you. They don't need to like you. They will just realize that in as much as you are shouting at them, you are trying to correct them, you still love them. There is no genuine leader that really wants you to change that will not rebuke you. In fact, according to scripture, the Bible said a child that is without chastisement is a bastard. You are angry when they correct you, angry when they rebuke you. You are not really ready for anything. How do you intend to lead people in your house? How do you intend to lead your own child when you give birth to the child? Because the Bible says, spare not the rod from the child. Part of the way of correction is rebuke. We wrote an exam, we failed. They mark us wrong. We cry, they say no problem. Now copy correction. This is correction, submit again. They mark us good and we are happy. You may fail the exam, but you can't fail correction. When you are rebuked, it's a means to write for you correction so that you don't fail again. Many people that continually fail is because they refuse to accept rebuke. They refuse to accept correction. Calculate how many mistakes you have been making again and again and again. If only you can be open for rebuke and pay attention. But there were moments then in Zaria, we will go and meet apostles, say, what is wrong in our life? Tell us, say, no, we say, no, we knew that there was something. We know we did something somehow. So we're like, did we do well? You know, like when you minister, like, did I? You are open to be rebuked, to be corrected, so that you can become better. You think we just became like this? Do you know how many people have rebuked me in this life? People have rebuked me, correct the way I talk, correct the way I shout at people, correct the way I do this, correct the way I dress. They corrected everything until I don't even have one integrity for myself. They told me I'm wrong on everything. As my beloved friend just came in, as he just stepped into the house, it was with Emerson. Jokingly, he said, I know Apostle did not have this in this house. I said, hey, this man don't come again. Oh. He said, it's not a prayer point. He's sure of this one. And when Emerson looked at me, I said, yes, he's sure of it. But of course, I've learned. I will go and get it so that next time, I know that one has passed. But I'm trying to let you understand there are things in your life that people must have to keep on correcting. It's so that you can become better. If you are wise, when they complain about it, just add it up. If you want to be a good leader, be open for rebuke. Be open for correction. And like I said, when your way pleases the Lord, He makes even your enemy to be at peace with you. There are people that did not like you before, they begin to like you again. There are people that look upon it before, they felt there was something wrong with you. But when they draw closer, they realize that behind everything you do, behind certain attitude, you truly love them. And after a while, they see their life become better. Sometimes our children steal or they do something, and maybe they stole something, and you correct them, you just, kind of pat them small, and they cry. After a while, they feel as though you are the devil. They run away from you. Later, they come back again. Why? Where are you going to go to? Because what brought you is stronger than what you are complaining about. Everybody is on a journey of discovery. And in the journey of discovery, you are bound to make mistakes. You are bound to get it wrong sometimes. But be open for rebuke. Be open for correction. But the beauty in leadership is this. Leadership becomes a foundation for the transference of knowledge to minimize your mistakes and your errors. I get to where I'm driving at now. You are bound to make mistakes, bound to get it wrong. But when you pay attention in leadership, you have leaders ahead of you that will guide your path to minimize your errors and your mistakes. I get to the point now. It is very, very important. So Jesus asked, are you willing to drink of the cup and partake of this? They say yes. And now, even after they say yes, he didn't believe them. He said, well, to add you to the kingdom, I will add you. But to sit on the left and the right is not of me that decide. It's God that make that decision. That means I may be here doing my job, equipping you. God still have another scorecard He will mark of you. The person I may think that is the best worker, the best giver, the best anything you call, the best person, the one you love most, the one you will be shocked in heaven report, that person may not be the best. That was what Jesus Christ was trying to say here. I love you, Zebedee. I love you, my brothers. But it's not of me to decide whether you sit here or you sit here. It's of God that decides. Because the judgment of God and His parameter for evaluation is different from mine. And I will be biased according to the scale of preference of heaven. If I just decide that this become my exclusive preserve as a judgment. So while you strive to become better physically, what about when we look in the vistas of the Spirit? What is the evaluation? So what I caught here is that Jesus Christ as their leader has a system that He evaluates them physically. But that was not enough. He also permits God His Father, who is also His own leader, to further evaluate the people. No wonder He said, I lay foundation, Apollos water, God give increase. What I'm trying to let you understand is this. Far beyond what I see, God is also watching you. So leadership is not all about sincerity, being sincere before men. What about your integrity and your right standing before God? So there is another evaluation done upon your life by God Himself. And most times, that is not visible unto man. And you know, there were years we are willing to partake of this. He said, no problem, be a partaker of it. The first cup of pain and suffering that came, but the first cup of pain was that they took James, right? The emperor took James and brought him publicly and cut his neck. For the first time, an anointed man's head went off. It's part of the requirement to see that the left and the right. It's trying to tell you leadership is a burden. Being chief is a burden. Being the head is a burden. If he was nobody, no problem. But now he has become something, and now they are looking for his head. The way your life is like this, nobody insulted you. Me, every day they insult me. Every day. And they get the courage and the guts to even send it to my DM or send it to my direct message. People will send you message and say you will die. I have known better than that. You can't kill me, a human being. A man like me can't take my life. It will take God to kill me. I say if I die, don't cry. Look for something that I have. Go to the house. Anything, carry your own and go. There is an evaluation that comes from God. But leadership is a burden on the earth and even in heaven. Because immediately you are enacted for leadership, you are being watched from heaven. Your evaluation is not just only done on earth. No wonder God reward faithful servant. He gave men talent. When he came back, he demand accountability from them, and he began to reward them according to their faithfulness. They may be faithful before men, but are they faithful before God? And they took off his neck, and it went out. And when he come to John, John suffered all the suffering that none of the apostles ever suffered. A man that they desired to kill, every one of them died one way or the other. Some were crucified upside down, some were born at stake, all kinds of things happened. This one, because he want to sit on the left and on the right. James was at the left, this one want to enter the right. I will drink of the cup, no problem. And now the cup of suffering came. They took him, dealt with him, he refused to die. They carried him, put him inside oil that is burning, fry him like akara, he turned like kusi, awara. They brought him out again. He laughed at them. They took him again, tie a stone upon him, put him inside water, leave him for 3 days. He became like an aquatic animal. Gills appear, and he began to breathe like a fish. And he moved to one region and came back again. When they removed him, he laughed again. He said, this man, they tie him by hand, tie him to a donkey, banish him to the island of Patmos. As they tie him, he was going, he was hitting stone, he was tumbling like a stone. When he went to the island of Patmos, he was there. They left him there to die of no food and no water, because every human being needs food and water. And when they left him there, where his mother, his sister, his brother cannot reach, when he was just about to die, he said, I was in the spirit on the Lord's day. Life began at the end of himself. There is a pain in leadership. There is a snare, but at the end of it is a glory. What you see here is a product of days of pain, days of cry. Sometimes I shed tears to learn the things I'm learning. Some days I cry. Some days I'm on the road and I'm still typing what the Holy Ghost is teaching me. Some days I may be hungry yet again. Have you fasted and you are bringing out tears in your eye? Hunger never do you. I was crying yet again. I was finding a way to pray. Have you prayed until you don't even know what to pray again? We will take you to the mountain. You will learn that one. People don't just become anointed, become great just like that. There is a cup, there is a pain, there is a suffering. Don't just desire those beautiful ones and not desire the other one. We were in Niger. I think the 3 of them were with me. People came. This one was carrying shirt. This one was carrying leg. This one was touching here, touching here. It did within me. I was laughing. Is this what made me anointed? You think I became anointed touching shoe and touching leg? They were there with me now. People saw display of power, saw glory, and the best they could do was this and this and this and that. Some even added their money. Of course, I collected it. But I knew there is a cup they must drink of. I drank of it. It was bitter. It turned my stomach. But I was glad he did. Because that same person that touched my feet, at night, an angel will appear in his room. And it will stand and tap him and say, wake up. The person will and he will sleep again. And when he's sleeping, you have an encounter. Maybe they will permit some demons to come to oppress the person, and the person will wake up and he's sweating, and he wake up. He will now carry anointing oil and spread blood of Jesus, and he will continue to sleep again. He didn't know that that angel that he touched my feet was beckoning upon him to include him among the same operation. There is a cup that comes after your desire. I know you want to marry. Are you prepared for the battle that comes within? You want to enter relationship by force. Do you know that it comes with a lot of challenge? Ask other people first. Oh boy, how many years will I do for this thing? Tell me they can't challenge. Don't look at when they are smiling at themselves, telling themselves I love you. Look at when they couldn't talk to each other for some months, and how much more they hated each other when they see their call. They're like, why are you calling me this time? So, and prepare your heart to accept part of that before you partake of the beauty. Now the person is cruising in a car, and you never care to check when he was trekking. You never care to check when he was climbing bike, when they even fell from bike. Somebody will see us streaming. Somebody say the streaming is clear. I say, you don't know when we used to use phone, and the sound is like a man that was resurrected from the dead. Everything comes with a burden. If you are not willing to bear of the burden, forget the glory. I know how long I sweat. My clothes sweated. We know how we suffered. We don't blow, we grow. But it's expedient that we grow. In leadership, you grow. But you must be willing to grow. Don't just desire the glory. Desire the pain also. When you are willing to drink of the cup of the pain, the glory will come by default. Somebody called me and said he wants all the dimension of God that I have. He told me that he's going to pay me. I'll be teaching him every day for like how many? For like, he said he believed within 2 months. I told him this journey you are asking for is not the journey that God sent me. I said, don't call me again. Go and get like 100 of my messages. When you listen to them, then call me. Then I will tell you something for 2 minutes. Then you add another 100 again. There is no shortcut to life. That shortcut is a long cut. Very long. You will go through that shortcut and move cycle again and again and again and again. Leadership put you in check. Put you under process. If you follow a shortcut, when you reach the end, you will discover that there is another way. What you saw that was the destination was not the destination, it was a lie. You would have wished to go impatient through the long cord. You desire the crown upon people's head. Please find out what is the nature of the suffering, the pain. What is the requirement? What is their duty within that office? What does it mean to be a head of department? What does it mean to be an school? What does it mean to be a worker? You would prefer to be a member. Because one day I will look upon you, I will shout at you. With all your seriousness, I see you every day in Shekinah. I will say you are not serious. When I'm saying you are not serious, it's because of one thing you did not do. Because as a leader, one of your mistakes will affect the whole of this service. There was a day Jen off. It was not because Jen off. It was because the person we give money to put fuel did not put much fuel. He kept the remaining money in his pocket. So one mistake makes all of us to be in darkness. The person is not here, so don't look at. I know many of you. And there was a day we are supposed to add enjoy. I forgot, and they didn't remind me. And they didn't do. One mistake of a leader can affect everybody. Have you been in a plane before, and maybe the pilot forget to press another button, and he call you and say, I have forgotten there is a button to press, and I'm trying to press it, it's not entering. Can we begin to pray now? You will lack the grace for prayer. A man was walking at the airport. I heard a humorous story, and as he was walking, he saw a manual that fell on the ground. A captain was passing, and one of those books fell, and the guy carried, and he saw how to fly a plane. Say, I don't get up today. Guy where they clean back of plane, now he say, he waited for when the captain went. The guy carried the thing. He left his own first steel just to clean the plane as the plane don't land. The guy entered inside the cockpit. He opened page 1, press this one, he pressed this one. Page 2, press this one, press this one, press this one. Like joke. After a while, the guy they sky, he just they cruise, they go. The guy is mounting up, he's just cruising. As he move, he was like, wow, so this is easy like this. And when he was done cruising, when he wanted, you don't remain in the sky.